Field in Seattle, Washington. A Week 3 football in the rainiest state in America. Live from Seattle. Coming to you with a late afternoon game in week number 3. Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins on the road looking to start a winning streak after their win on Thursday Night Football in week 2. Feels like an eon ago. And up come the Seahawks, eyeing their first win of the season with an 0-2 start to the year and a loss last week against New England. Seattle led by Geno Smith and the Miami Dolphins led by Tua Tagovailoa. Both quarterbacks looking for a signature stance here in week number 3 of the 2024 season. Miami's season cut short in the wild card last year. Their injuries caught up to them. That is one thing for sure. And obviously Seattle, not a whole lot of expectations. Didn't perform too awfully as compared to what they did the year before, the 7th seed in 2022. And last year, narrowly, I should say, missing the postseason. There's Mike McDaniel. A lot of people predict he will be on the hot seat this season. I, for one, don't believe that. But to each their own. It does add up. All right. Hang on. Sounds good. Okay, cool. Welcome, everybody. Joining me in chat today. Sid, who are you? Chili Eggs Off Tired. Fitz Fan, SM, It's Startled Season, John Zeller, Cardinal Sin, everybody else joining me throughout. And here we go. Michael Dixon on for the kickoff, and we are underway at Lumen Field. Short kick in returnable for Braxton Berrios up to the 22-yard line. And out comes Tua Tagovailoa. A dominant Week 2 victory at home against the Buffalo Bills. Both those teams seem to dominate at home. Obviously in the Miami Heat and the Buffalo Cold. Each team plays to their own weather condition. That's for sure. This is starting late, but yes. Yeah, this is planned a couple days ago to start at 9 p.m. Tagovailoa starts this drive at the 22, left side handoff to Raheem Mostert, who will make a couple Seahawks miss and take this one up to the 27-yard line. Redbirds traveling to South Beach week 8, I think, going to be a challenge for sure. Yeah, that heat is no joke, but maybe by week 8 it'll cool off a little bit. Obviously, the Cardinals would know a lot about the heat, practicing in the Arizona sun, although I'm sure most of their facilities are indoors. Raheem Mostert gets the game started with a gain of 5, and here comes an odd man rush. Right side passes out there and caught by Tyreek Hill. What up, Lakers Raider OG? Oh, Arturo, I got you. Recently changed your YouTube name, like this one better? Represent your squad. I respect it. You're locked in for stream again. Funny enough, somebody else also said they liked AOC better. Tua back under center after the first down strike, making an adjustment. And a right side handoff out there to Mostert, following blockers, picking up 3. But yeah, somebody on the Panthers-Raiders live stream was like, Minshew is not my quarterback. AOC is the future. Then obviously today you come to find that report that AOC winning the offseason battle. Go figure. Right as I switch that up. It is what it is. Dolphins now in the I formation. One of the most lethal offenses in the league. They can kill you on the ground and through the air. And Tua trying to do just that down the middle to Jalen Waddle. Up to the Seattle 41. Do practice outdoors sometimes. That does help depending on where you're playing at. That's for sure. Retractable roof. Always wanted one of those in Cleveland, but you know what? Sometimes you got to embrace the outdoor weather. What up? Yes, I agree. Football was made to be played in Mother Nature's worst. Dolphins able to crack open this Seattle half of the field. Raheem Mostert, his best carry today, gain of 9, up to the 31. Although the Dolphins win this one, Seahawks are always tough on the road. That is true. Browns found that out last season. Granted, we played P.J. Walker that game. John Smith stats. Oh, all right, I got you. Almost forgot yesterday's stats. That could have been bad. Time is ticking away here on the opening Dolphin drive. Looking to cash in for a touchdown. Right side slant. Caught by Tyreek Hill, his second catch this drive. And the Miami Dolphins off to a Florida Sunshine State hot start. Couple of Dolphins fans here tonight representing their squad. I don't think anybody in my channel is a Seattle fan, to be honest, that I've seen. We'll see, though. Dolphins now inside the Seattle red zone. 20 yards away from a TD. Left side handoff is out there to Mostert. Got a couple of blocks, and Mostert will cut outside up to the 2. Best run today from Raheem Mostert, averaging 9 yards a carry, and that one a gain of 18. Just want Seattle lose, fair enough. Some not so Seattle fans. What up, Scribble? Got a crazy question for you, but I need an answer. I cannot guarantee I will provide you one. I formation look at the Seattle 2. Handoff up the middle to Mostert. He will walk into the end zone untouched for the score. But I'm always all ears for the question, Scribble. Cannot guarantee a factual or immediate response for that matter. Excellent opening drive for Miami, not skipping a beat with a couple extra days of rest up the middle. Goes Raheem Mostert for the touchdown. Got Miami on this game tonight, amigos. Hopefully I'm not wrong again. 3 times the charm? Surely 3 times the charm. On for the is good. You and your friends have been arguing it? All right, I got to know. For sure. Tua perfect 3 for 3. Raheem Mostert getting it done on the ground. Didn't even face a third down that drive. That is how dominant they were. Early lag in the stream. You know what? We'll get it out of the way now so we don't have to deal with it later. The guy the Fins. Oh, no, that package charge. Fair enough. I actually don't know who I have personally anymore. Sanders is on for the kickoff. Seattle now will take the football from their own end zone. Looking for a good return up the middle. And Dwayne Eskridge will provide a return up to the 27. All right, Scribble. Of all things for you to ask me, that might be the weird. Actually, you know what? Before I even attempt to provide an answer to that question, what do you think and what do your friends think and why? State your case. I have to know. I just have to know what you think and why. But the Seahawks opening drive will start at the 27-yard line. Geno Smith looking for a bounce back. Been a rough start for the 12th man in Seattle. 0-2 to begin the season. Looking to turn it around here at home. Right side check down is out there and cut. Looks like Noah Fant with a gain of 9 on the check down. And it's Pharaoh Brown. I don't think I'm going to think about it. I just want to know what you think about it. Obviously, you put some time and effort and thought into this one. Bryce Young did clutch up yesterday. That was a really good game. True that. K9, Kenneth Walker the third in the backfield. The Michigan State Spartan looking for his first carry, but a jet sweep up the middle to Tyler Lockett will move the chains. Pharaoh Brown is a beast in Madden. I love him. Pharaoh Brown is like legendary all around the league, I feel like. He's almost like the Ryan Fitzpatricks of tight ends. I don't know how many teams he's been with necessarily, but he just gives off those vibes. I don't know why. It's weird. Nice trickery there from Seattle. Able to move the sticks up to the 40. Geno keeping it through the air down the middle and incomplete. His struggles continue. Helen Keller blind, so she won't know how to do it. Fair enough. I think that's actually a logical argument, believe it or not. In the most obscure question possible, you managed to pull out like an honorable and honest argument, which is hilarious. DK Metcalf at the top of the screen looking for his first target today. Geno Smith down the middle finds DK Metcalf on a crossing route into Miami territory. Right on cue. Sometimes I can just tell. Whenever I look at an expected receiver, I'm like, yeah, they're getting the ball. PJ Walker, Panthers legend. True. Browns legend for beating the NFC champions, too. Crazy game, to this day. Seattle now with a bunch of formation left for Geno Smith. Off the play action to Kenneth Walker. Has an extra blocker. Stepping right, evading pressure. Down the field he goes. Coming back for it. DK Metcalf inside the red zone. Going to find Walker. His first touch of the game is a gain of 3. That was a pretty bad leg, wasn't it? Yikes. I think we're good now. Definitely not you guys. Definitely me. What up, Barrett? Why am I late? I had the schedule for a couple days. I had work today. Gain of 3 for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. He gets his first carry today up the middle following blockers and taken down at the 8. So finally, we get a third down to deal with. Let me do something real quick to my internet. We were undefeated yesterday when I ran off of my hotspot for my iPad internet connection, so let's switch back to it. Ride the hot hand, you know. First third down today for either team. Seattle looking to convert a 3rd and 4. Fake handoff here. Geno Smith rolling left away from pressure. Step it up and throw it away. All right, hopefully that fixes the lag issues. Yeah, I don't work consistently like this. I had to be honest, this is my main income. Which it ain't much. It's just honest work. I don't spend much, though, so I don't need it. But I do work somewhere else. Jason Myers on for a 25-yard chip shot attempt, putting Seattle on the board. If he can put this one through the sticks, it is up and it is through. No, definitely me. I don't know why my internet decides to do it sometimes. I'm streaming off of a wired connection, but the more people in here, the crazier the stream gets. Something like that, at least. Jerome Baker, Jordan Brooks, revenge game. True. Jerome Baker. Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe that he is now in Seattle. What up, NFL roster guru? He's been a long time. Yeah, Miami Dolphin. What up, Joe Booker? Who going to be calling the games in Madden 25? Mike Tirico is on the call with Greg Olson, I believe. He's one of the commentating gurus. That should be fun. But I'll keep doing this forever. Barrios on the return from his own end zone. Dolphin lead cut to 4. Tua takes over at the 19. I am PS5. If I was using a PC, I'd use custom scoreboards, but I don't think you can stream on YouTube through Xbox alone. So, PlayStation been my console since like 2016. Used to have an Xbox 360, but the PS4 was where I made my transition. But here we go. Dolphins' second drive looking to be just as perfect as their opening one. Tagovailoa takes a low step, controls it. Rolling right, step it up in the pocket, and he will throw it away. Yeah, I'm going to start using his rosters probably after this stream. He messaged me about it today, and I would have, but I pretty much got home from work. I actually left my iPad at work, which sucks. I was streaming the Euros and Copa America there. So I had to go back for that. Tagovailoa throws his first incompletion of the day. Back through the air, looking to right his wrongs. Down the field, incomplete again. Good coverage there from Devin Witherspoon with up XSM. Yes, sir, College Football 25. I actually got the MVP bundle. So the Madden 25, College Football 25, both have been pre-ordered, ready to install. July 13th, be ready for a Twitch stream. Looking forward to that. The 12th man on their feet here at Lumen Field on 3rd and 10. 4-man rush for Seattle. Tua with the pocket collapsing. Cannot escape, and he is sacked. Also 14, and the Dolphins will punt. So you go from not facing a single third down to losing 14 yards on your second drive. That works there, huh? That definitely works. There you go. Jake Bailey on for the punt. Standing in his own end zone. Got to be careful here. And Seattle will not bring any pressure. It'll be Aesop with the return. And a little bit of blocking out in front. Good return up to the Dolphin 44-yard line. Average Dolphins O-line. I fear you might be correct. Butt punt would be hilarious in Madden. Also because it's week 3. And that happened in week 3 in the 2022 season. I feel like it's historically accurate to happen today of all days. We've got to be due for some chaos. The Dolphins in week 3 don't mesh well. Kenneth Walker III behind Geno Smith here on the opening play of drive number 2. Inside handoff is going for just a gain of a yard. Taken out by Jordan Brooks. What up, Ethan Hess? Got the Madden NCAA bundle too, but all I see is college football in my storage. All I see is Madden in my storage. So I would not be worried about it. It's probably just an EA thing right now. I think it'll all work out in the end, hopefully. Approaching 2 minutes left in the opening quarter. Seattle looking to put their foot on the gas with a handoff to Kenneth Walker. A nice stiff arm, but taken down by Zach Sealer on the wrap-up tackle. That was definitely hilarious. No, butt punt. That's a real thing. Bills-Dolphins 2022 game, also known as the Ken Dorsey Rage game. Now Seattle faces a 3rd and 8. Geno Smith going back to work. Stepping away from pressure, throwing it away incomplete. And the Dolphins will return the favor with a 3-and-out of their own. Zach Sealer, that's a tough nickname. Got disc or digital? I got the digital. I've been all digital for a long time. On for the punt is Michael Dixon. His first of the day. Trying to pin the Dolphins back inside their own 10-yard line. This one got away from him. Out of bounds at the 14. Not a terrible punt, to be fair. Connor Williams gets replaced by Aaron Brewer. Then we lost Robert Hunt. Still don't have a replacement for him. That's brutal. Did you get Calais Campbell on the roster? I think these are as updated as possible. If Green Machine Sam didn't fail me, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I have a disc console, but I'm pretty much all digital for the most part. Miami takes over at their own 14, minute and a half left in the opening quarter. To his right side pass is caught by Jonnu Smith, and Egzoff can check a box. His first catch today. Good enough for a gain of 4. I know, I don't like how much they run the same plays in this game. Same formation. Everything's so lame in this game. We're the PA crossers. We're the end arounds. Get fun. Jonnu Smith has his first catch today. 1 minute left in the opening quarter now. Hand off to Raheem Mostert. Back to work up the middle. And a gain of 5 yards. I miss like the Madden. Honestly, this Madden kind of ruined it for me. This Madden didn't really have the opening introduction presentation I liked. And it really never came around for me. Like, I didn't really enjoy the simulation. Madden 20, 22, and 23 were peak simulation years, chat. Miami facing a 3rd and 1 this time at the 24. Quick pump left side for Tua, and their own men took him out. The good old offensive tackle making the tackle on his own wide receiver. That is hilarious. Non-issue over for the Dolphins. 99 is probably a fair shout. On for the punt is Jake Bailey. Once again, the Dolphins go 3 and out. Both teams have been exchanging 3 and outs for a while. Fair catch called for at the 30. 20 seconds left. Stuck what? Wait, 23? What's 23? Go for it. Would you go for it from that position on 4th and 1? I mean, with Raheem Mostert, maybe. I don't see why not. Dolphins week 3. Dolphins in December are significantly worse. Dolphins week 3 are just chaotic, not necessarily bad. Oh, Madden 23 sims. Fair enough. Those were good, though. They weren't even bad. You can't tell me otherwise. Geno Smith making an adjustment left and right on the opening play of his 3rd drive. Deep right side pass over the shoulder. Diving catch made by DK Metcalf. Significant attempt to hold that one in. And I will not say what Ian Eagle said. If you know, you know. Crabtree's ability is what DK Metcalf just incensed right there as we head to the end of the first quarter. Seattle 3, Miami 7. Commentators get sus a lot, not going to lie. 10 minutes left in the opening half. Seattle looking to take their first lead of the game. Inside handoff to Kenneth Walker. Good downfield blocking. And his longest carry today, gain of 9. Definitely in December. All right, Dolphins repeating their 11-6 record, losing to the Jets, Raiders, Seahawks, Bills, Pats, and Colts. Seattle's a crazy loss. What up, PS5 Dolphins? Dolphins going 14-7, winning the Super Bowl against the Packers. Love it. Geno Smith now out of the empty, back into the Miami half of the field. 5-man rush coming, left side pass off the mark. And incomplete. I miss Anthony Walker more and more every day. I don't think we're going to realize how much we miss him until the season starts and we have, like, no middle linebacker communication. Our weakest point on defense. Still a great defense, though, no doubt. Now it's Seattle's turn to face the 3rd and 1. Man in motion as Smith will hand it off up the middle to Kenneth Walker. First down, Seattle. The Westbrook commentary, that was crazy. That was also crazy. Dolphins, in my opinion, can't win in the winter. I mean, it is their kryptonite. You play all year in the summer, and then you got to go play in the cold, especially in a playoff game. It's brutal. DK Metcalf below you now, as Geno Smith will go off the play action and launch one deep down the middle. Contested and dangerous throw. A hospital pass to Tyler Lockett. Upended. Good to see everybody okay. Jordan Poyer, former Buffalo Bill, on the coverage. Scary moment right there. Everybody held their breath at Lumen Field. Yes, I have watched those, and I made sure not to say those. Bunch formation left after the hospital ball there from Geno Smith. Right back off the play action. Stepping right, throwing that direction. A wide open Tyler Lockett. And a gain of 26. Now Seattle's offense waking up a little bit. Who is winning the Super Bowl this year? All right. I, for one, think San Francisco is due. They've been due for so long. Their roster's so good. They can't lose in the Super Bowl every time. They're probably due. Nice toss there from Geno Smith, trying to get his swagger back from a couple of years ago in that playoff push he made in 2022. As he drops back, now steps up in the pocket, and he will be taken down by Jalen Phillips. Not exactly what he had in mind, but he'll lose 9 yards. Lions break through, that would be historic. Am I wrong for not wanting them to win last year out of pure jealousy? Probably. 9-yard loss on the sack by Jalen Phillips, knocks Seattle out of the red zone. Smith trying to work his way back in there. Right side pass is incomplete. Looking for Pharaoh Brown once again. Lions fifth Super Bowl? Nah, I mean, I feel like it might be a Baltimore-San Francisco season. I don't think Baltimore's going to be as good, though. Tougher schedule. No Mike McDonald anymore. Actually, that's probably why Seattle's defense is going to be so successful. I just don't see him coming back. On a 3rd and 19, Seattle looking for the 5-yard line. Geno Smith trying to set up a screen pass to Walker. It's out there complete, looking for some blocking, and he will run through defenders up to the 14. Be for real, you guys think Cincinnati is going to make the Super Bowl? I don't even know if they're going to make the playoffs. There's just been a lot of offseason turmoil in Cincy. I don't believe the hype necessarily. Jason Myers on for his 2nd field goal attempt. This one from 31 yards out is up and good. KC wins again, it's rigged. If KC wins again, bro, we all just got to you know what we got to do? We all just got to bring our franchises together. Get a 31-team franchise with all the best players. I'm talking Lamar, McCaffrey, Tyreek, DK, CD. Get every best player in every best position. We have to pull a Kevin Durant on the 2017 Warriors. Get the God Squad rolling out just to beat them. And put them on the Bengals? No, got to put them on an NFC team to beat them in the Super Bowl. Put them on the Lions. Get the Lions fans their first ring. Why not? Michael Dixon is on for the kickoff. Seattle brings the lead within 1. Barrios will take it 8. Bengals can make a run. I mean, they can, but I don't know. Their 2022 playoff run was so lucky. Really was. They played the worst 1 seed in NFL history in the Tennessee Titans. How did they get a 1 seed over Kansas City that year? I cannot believe that to this day. Bet well, okay, the Chiefs won't 3-peat. That's a bet that you're willing to make. Have at it. Dolphins lead cut down to a point with 7:09 left in the opening half. Tagovailoa right side pass on a slant, caught by OBJ, and he will crawl up to the 34. It's been so long since the Dolphins have played on my channel, I kind of forgot he was a Dolphin. But he's here in Miami. Not sure how much time he'll get. Probably going to be a similar fit to what he was on the Baltimore Ravens. Not too much time for him, but he secures a catch here in week number 3 on a 9-yard gain. As Tua now off his own play action. Stepping left onto his blockers. Deep right side pass is caught by Tyreek Hill. Tagovailoa improves to 6 for 9. Up to the Seattle 39-yard line for the Miami first down. There are a lot of offseason distractions for KC, that's true. OBJ's a good wide receiver 3, I agree. Strong-sided formation here on 1st and 10. And a counter handoff left side on Mostert, getting away from the first tackler, trying to break away, and there goes Mostert inside the red zone, and a move to the outside, inside the 10, 1st and goal, Miami. Watching him run the football, so much fun this game. I enjoy watching Raheem Mostert probably more than 30 other running backs in this game. Truth be told. Entertaining every single time. Mostert now 74 yards on 7 carries and a touchdown. As Tua looking to add to the lead, left side pass wide open in the end zone for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill, and the Dolphins increase their lead. What up, Border Worlds? Dolphins 27, Seahawks 29. Interesting score. Tua Tagovailoa finding Tyreek Hill in the back of the end zone, dragging the toes down impressively for an athletic Dolphin touchdown. I'll take that one. And Arik is into the end zone. That was a pretty calm drive. You got the deep pass to Tyreek Hill, the deep run by Raheem Mostert, and a touchdown right back to Tyreek. I'm telling you, this offense is lethal. If they could just string together some consistency with Tua, and if their defense can make a handful of stops a half, this team would be pretty hard to take down. I think they'll finish second in the AFC East. I think the Jets will barely outperform them. I know it's a hot take. I know a lot of people aren't very high on the Jets right now. I think we need to stop doing this whole like radical, awful, radical, great type thing. You know, the Jets aren't going to be a 5-12 team, but they're also not going to be a 15-2 team. They're going to be somewhere in the middle, 11-6, 12-5. They're going to bounce back. They'll make the postseason for the first time since 2010. Crazy it was that long ago. Seahawks back in possession, facing their largest deficit of the day. Dwayne Eskridge up the middle, up to the 21. Raiders beat the Jets. I mean, it doesn't take too much to beat the Jets. We put up 34 points against them in one half with Joe Flacco. So, there is that. Dolphins time with the, you meant to say the Jets time with the Dolphins, I'm assuming. Or the Bills, but 10-7 in the East. I think that's a fair shout. That's not a bad prediction. 5:25 left now for Seattle to go back to work. Geno Smith down the middle he goes. Got an open receiver, but Lockett drops the football through the Kader Kohu contact. What up, Brandon Marks? Nobody for you to hate on today, I'm afraid. No Cowboys, no Eagles. Not even Commanders. Not yet. Now 2nd and 10. Smith will hand it off up the middle to Kenneth Walker, which will keep the time rolling off the gain of 3. Never misses those locomotives. I mean, he's got to catch that. That's for sure. Seahawks should be so much better with, or Geno has too much firepower. He really does. It all comes down to the quarterback, though. I think both these teams are really in the same boat. Great receiving core, not great quarterback play, though. Midway through the second quarter, on 3rd and 7, Geno Smith looking to move the sticks up to the 32. All the time in the world, unleashing one deep down the field. Got a man out there, and it's short and incomplete. Intended for DK Metcalf, underthrew one by about half a step. That was more than half a step. That was like 2.5 steps. But Jalen Ramsey on the pass breakup. I mean, the Jets had some good wins. They beat the Eagles last year, which was impressive when they did it. But I know. Once again, Michael Dixon on for the punt. Dolphins bringing some pressure, and it will not work out. Barrios will call for a fair catch at his own 28-yard line. Tagovailoa back to work. Sam Howell's going to take over eventually in Seattle. I agree with that. Seattle last in the West. I like that take, you know. I think it will go San Francisco, Arizona, Los Angeles, Seattle. Pretty confident in that. Speaking of Arizona, they played tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to that game. Lions and Cardinals should be absolute cinema for the Madden standpoint. Miami back in possession with their 8-point lead. Handoff to Raheem the Dream Mostert. Up the middle, running through defenders at a gain of 9. Always short deep balls. I want to see a big play. Exactly. Can a quarterback just put a deep ball on the money? Every time they put air into the football, I get excited, but I just know in the end it's going to be incomplete. You hate to see it. Mostert still averaging over 10 yards per carry. Adding to it there with a gain of 9. And a quick check down pass to OBJ is caught. Brendan Marks, Eagles hatred versus our Raider friend and his immediate distaste and disgust for the Kansas City Chiefs. I can't blame him. Imagine watching your division rival win year after year. Must be painful. Tyreek Hill better be careful here. Looks like he might be lined up off sides. We know how much officials were sticklers on that last season, but Raheem Mostert gets the carry, only getting back to the line of scrimmage. Should have called that offsides, I'm not going to lie. That would have been incredible. I would know. All right, bro. You act like you would know. The only Super Bowl we remember is the Ravens, let's be honest. Dolphins in the bench formation on 2nd and 10. Seattle bringing some extra pressure, and Tua cannot handle it, taken down by Boye Mafe. That's a big-time sack for a big fella. And a loss of 7 for Tua. Seattle going to get 11 wins. They lost their Toomer and Shane Waldron, their OC. They also got Mike McDonald at head coach. That's going to be a big acquisition for them. Super loud here at Lumen Field on 3rd and 17. 4-man rush this time is Tagovailoa. Rolling left away from pressure. He will throw it away last second for the incompletion. Both defenses have woken up a little bit here in the dying embers of the opening half. OBJ will probably be like a slight 78, 77 probably. We'll see. Think the Giants will move on from Daniel Jones this offseason? I don't know, man. That contract is brutal. Jake Bailey is on for the punt. Miami's offense coming to a short stall once again, going 3 and out. And Eastside will take a return from the 20 up to the 30. He is clotheslined with 2:25 left in the opening half. Caitlin Clark all day. That's crazy. That is crazy. How did we get to Caitlin Clark? Oh, Angela Reese. I saw that. Yeah, she had 25 points, 16 boards, and 1 assist. That was pretty impressive. And the 1-point victory. Good performance from her. 2-minute drill time for Geno Smith starting this drive at his own 30. Dolphins will bring 4. Geno's right side pass is low and nearly intercepted. Dangerous pass there. Intended for JSN. I have no particular feelings about Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark. I feel like the social media is getting the narratives they want out of them. Incomplete pass intended for JSN, second-year receiver out of Ohio State. Left side pass this time. Coming back for it is Metcalf. On a gain of 9 up to the 38. Caitlin Clark's teammates are pretty bad. I mean, that's what happens when he drafted first overall, though. That's for sure. We have a 2-minute warning at Lumen Field. Seattle trails by 8. Looking to change that on this drive. At this point, if you're enjoying the stream, drop a like, try to get to 10 before the break. What up, Dojan Ty? 3rd and 1 for Seattle. 2 minutes left in the opening half. Dolphins drop their linebackers, and Geno Smith will attack the right side up to Tyler Lockett. Or no, it's JSN with the catch. Similar build, these wide receivers. JSN just a little bit taller, but a gain of 20 for the Buckeye. Nice post route across the middle of the field. Good route running. Seahawks now going to preserve their timeouts in the no huddle. Smith looking to throw the football again. Checking it down right side. That one's not going to work out for anything. Yeah, I don't understand the Caitlin Clark hate, to be honest with you. I don't understand the hate for any athlete, to be honest with you. It's becoming a race thing. That's exactly what it's the narrative social media wants you to feed into as well. 2 receivers left and right of Geno Smith. Seattle out of the no huddle once again. Smith checking it down once more. This time it's incomplete. Definitely don't think Caitlin Carson's time. No. Definitely not. JSN break out your potential? I kind of hope so. That'd be cool. Seattle looking to convert a 3rd and 10 on the cusp of field goal range. 5-man rush, right side pass out there to Metcalf, and he will be a yard short. And a decision to make for Seattle. Only like the NFL, college football, college basketball. I'm pretty much in that same boat. Not as much college football, though. And I like some Premier League, some overseas stuff to make my weekend mornings, you know. And here you have it. Mike McDonald rolling the dice early in his career here in Seattle on 4th and 1. He will go for it. Hand off to Walker, bouncing it outside near the line to gain. He will extend for a gain of 2. Close for a moment, but Seattle able to move the sticks. Keep their drive moving along, looking for a touchdown before halftime. We are closing in on 2.6K subs, by the way, chat. If you're new and enjoying stream, drop a sub. Seattle still not reaching for a timeout yet, under 40 seconds left. Miami drops their linebackers again. Geno hit as he throws down the middle, delivers a strike to Metcalf. 1st and goal, Seattle. Walker stats, not really good so far today. A feature I would love in the game, man, is to have custom playoff game. If your team loses, you can replay the game on Madden and not have to wait until playoffs. That would be convenient. Not quite halftime, but hey, man, you got to take a break. 31st offensive play of the opening half for Seattle. Geno Smith has thrown 22 passes, and he is hit as he throws, but he delivers to Metcalf. What a throw from Geno Smith. Holy cow. That might be the best throw of the season. Up there for the best throw of the year, Geno Smith taking it right in the chest and delivering a back corner fade to DK Metcalf. Wow. That was impressive, I'm not going to lie. And they will not go for two, take their extra point, as Jason Myers will put it through the wickets. And we're back to a 1-point game. DK has been burning Ramsey, you are not wrong. DK Metcalf has like a certain thing about getting locked down by like, I don't know, cornerback 18s. And then cornerback 1s through 3, he absolutely torches. What up, Sensor? You Panthers could use some new unis? They could. I don't disagree with that. A team that really needs some new uniforms, Tennessee. I feel like they have a color scheme that's really, it has some potential, but I just don't feel like they're exercising it to the best of its ability. Yeah, we're getting up there in views right now. Didn't expect that for a Miami-Seattle stream necessarily, but here we are. Do have a lot of Dolphins fans, though. That does make sense. Return taken to the end zone by Braxton Berrios, and he's looking for some blocking up to the 19. I think I actually do have a Seattle fan. I think Will Hutton is his name. Been a while since I've seen him in stream, though. Unrelated, but NBA jerseys are hot cheeks now. I miss the NBA t-shirt jersey era. That was my favorite era of basketball. Or of NBA basketball, I should say. But you're not wrong. Aside from like the alternatives, like the neon pink Heat jerseys and stuff, I would agree with you. See if the Dolphins can add to their 1-point lead before the break. Tua deep down the middle, had a man open, but he overthrows, it looks like, Braxton Berrios. And it'll be 2nd and 10. 09 2010 unis, that's fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. NBA jerseys have taken a downfall, that's for sure. Looks like Miami will stick to the ground game here. Raheem Mostert up the middle with a gain of 5. Neither team reaching for a timeout, which means we have hit halftime. And a really good one here in Seattle, Washington. Miami 14, Seattle 13. Heading into our second half. Professional teams are going too simple with logos and unis. Yes, I know. I forget what it's called. But this era of like creativity is absolutely awful. Can't stand it. Got a new fan that's a Seahawks fan in me. There you go, Ethan Hess. Let's go. Well, we got at least one Seahawks fan to add to the list. New bingo spot. True. Try to figure out if I got a fan from every team at this point. I gave it an attempt to that community poll, but that's not going to reach everybody. I got to figure out a better way to go about it. We'll figure it out, though. Have you seen the Clippers rebrand? Awful, I did. That was really bad. You are not wrong about that. I mean, it speaks to the volume of their franchise as a whole. Let's be honest. That poor team. Just a shadow of Los Angeles like the Mets are in New York. Dwayne Eskridge takes a short kick returnable from his own 4. An explosive return up to the 24. That's where Geno Smith will take over again. DK Metcalf having himself a day. Over 100 yards receiving already on 7 catches and the touchdown right before the break. Jazz are getting new unis. Okay, maybe the Clippers jerseys aren't that terrible, but their logo, what are they doing? Yes, that Bears logo is tough. I agree. Run heavy formation right side. DK Metcalf at the top of the screen on the opening play of half number 2, and this is a handoff to Kenneth Walker. And Jalen Phillips looks like he woke up in the backfield. Tackle for loss made by Zach Sealer at the 23. Gotta get out Do Not Disturb so I can remember to clip it because I will forget pretty easily. Don't want to leave out any game footage. Smith now making it a couple adjustments left and right. Noah Fant now, the lead blocker out there, going out as a receiver. As Smith will throw his direction incomplete. Utah Jazz unis are the best in the NBA right now. They're solid, I guess. I don't mind them. Some teams just have a better, like, scheme. I can't even explain it. The Hornets have to have the worst jerseys. The light blue ones are absolutely miserable. Dolphin defense looking to pitch an opening drive, 3 and out to begin the second half, but that is quickly denied. Noah Fant's got his first catch today. What team do you think finishes with a better record, the Rams or the Chargers? That's a great question. I think the Rams finished somewhere around like 6-11, and then the Chargers maybe 7-10. Rams 10-7 again? Really? We'll see. Nice pass there from Geno Smith, shaking off the butterflies of the opening couple of weeks. Off the play action again. Stepping right, launching down the field in stride. It is caught again by Noah Fant. Couple of first downs back to back. Did not miss much, my friend. Nothing but a couple of Noah Fant first down receptions. Hornets started jacket was epic back today. I'm sure it was. I'm always kicking with a take scribble. Come on now. Geno now with JSN to his right and a bunch of formation left. Once again off the play action. Checking it down the middle. Into traffic. It is caught by Tyler Lockett. Yeah, who the Rams draft this season at wide receiver? Take him in fantasy in like your 7th round. Don't forget about it. I would definitely take an insider look at that. Smith now into field goal range. Seattle has not led all afternoon. Geno stepping right, launching down the middle of the field, caught by JSN, his second catch today. How about a better fantasy year? Last year had Nick Chubb, Aaron Rodgers, Mark Andrews, Michael Williams. Wow, your team was actually just a hospital. Rams got a top 15 defense, top 8 quarterback, top 10 O-line. McVay coaching. Puka going into his second year, be very surprised to finish 6-11 or less. Every team's surprisingly disappointing one year or another. I think it'll be them this year. Smith with a bunch of formation left once again. Dolphins rush 4. Smith launching to the end zone, knocked down by Jalen Ramsey. Finally, he does something on DK Metcalf. I don't think they're going to be as good. Their schedule's going to be a lot harder this season than it was last year. Yeah, Stafford's going to start to show his age here soon, too. That is true. K9 the third, the lone man in the backfield on 2nd and 10. With a handoff up the middle, Miami guest run and a Walker will not break away from the line of scrimmage. Yeah, I feel like it's a pretty obvious take that San Fran will win the West. I mean, that team is just so dominant. I hate to be in a division with a roster like that. Just don't think that would be as fun. Seattle looking to not settle for their 3rd field goal today. Geno Smith wants the end zone. Pressure coming from Miami. Pass is knocked down by Jalen Ramsey. And that's the 2nd win he's had on this drive in the red zone on DK Metcalf. Trying to even out the odds. Niners, Rams, Cardinals, Seahawks. I would say switch the Rams and the Cardinals, and I like that. That's my hot take, though. Jason Myers on the field for the 3rd time today. 30-yard attempt to give Seattle the lead. It is up, and it is good. Seahawks lead 16-14. Miami with a chance to rebuttal. I'd be cool if most of those teams win. Honestly, I mean, I have nothing against the NFC West. Kind of cheering on the Cardinals for Marvin Harrison Jr.'s sake. That'd be cool for him to get a Rookie of the Year. Has the Offensive Rookie of the Year been a Buckeye back-to-back years? Was it not Garrett Wilson and then C.J. Stroud? Can we make it 3 in a row with Marvin Harrison Jr.? That would be tough. That would be crazy. Michael Dixon on for the kickoff. Getting this one back and away. Braxton Berrios taking a knee in the end zone. Dolphins take over at the 25. I'd put Cardinals higher if their defense was trash, but I like what they are doing on offense. I agree. A lot of people sleeping on them because they don't remember Kyler Murray is actually a pretty elite quarterback. That injury just kind of ruined him last year. He came back and their season was already over, but they beat some good teams at the end of the year. They beat Pittsburgh. They beat Dallas with Josh Dobbs. Don't forget that. So, top 10 is a stretch. Maybe top 12. We'll see. Dolphins opening possession of half number 2. Trailing for the first time today. Tua trying to get it back in blood. Deep pass down the middle. Contested. And knocked down and complete. Rayshawn Jenkins on the coverage. When is the Raiders game? I mean, our game, Browns-Raiders week 4. I don't have the week 4 schedule out yet, but let me give you a rough estimate of when that would be real quick. Deep shot taken there by Tagovailoa. Does not quite pay off. 2nd and 10. He goes out of the empty. A right side check down pass is caught on the sideline by Raheem Mostert. As a Seahawks fan, Puka should have got Offensive Rookie of the Year. He was unknown coming into the year. I agree. I feel like last year could have gone to a couple of guys. Very good season for rookies. I would agree with that statement. Once again, Miami has it 3rd down this time. It is a 3rd and 5. Tua. Left side pass is caught on the sideline, up the sideline by Durham Smith. Or Durham Smith, I should say. Why did I pick Jonnu Smith? I really don't know. That was a very random pick by you. Yeah, Arturo, the Browns-Raiders game's not going to be until July 11th. We got a while for that one because they also play a 4 o'clock game in Vegas. Nice conversion there from Tagovailoa. Try to keep up the momentum out of the flat. That'll be considered a rush, I should say, for Raheem Mostert, and a loss of 3. How many week 3 games are left? After this one is done, we got Lions, Cardinals, Ravens, Cowboys, Niners, Rams, Chiefs, Falcons, Jaguars, Bills, Commanders, Bengals. So this will be game 10. 6 more to go after this. 2nd and 13, a loss of 3 for Raheem Mostert. To his right side passes out there, dangerously caught by OBJ. Looked for a second like that could be intercepted by Reek Wallen. But OBJ, with that veteran presence on the field, it is tinted visor that he only got harassed about in Cleveland, with a nice catch. Dolphins back inside the Seattle half of the field, trying to snatch back their lead. With a handoff to Raheem Mostert, and he will get hit hard at the 43. Seattle starting to guess run a little bit more. Jerome Baker knows exactly how to bring down the likes of Raheem Mostert. Xavier Legette, Rookie of the Year? Could be. There's a lot of candidates, but I like Marvin Harrison Jr. Why not? He's got a good supporting cast on the offensive end. 2 receivers right, 3 to the left side of Tagovailoa out of the empty once again. Will step up and deliver down the middle. Caught by Waddle. 1st down, Miami. 12th completion today for Tua. I feel like Scribble's going to get this reference. I can no longer say Tua's first name without internally cringing. If you know, you know. I don't expect many people to know. Mostert by himself in the backfield at the Seattle 33. Right side handoff, and he will bounce it as far away as possible. Can't quite break the edge, and he will gain just 6. Marvin Harrison Jr., my pick for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I like that. What reference? Oh, saying Tua's first name anymore. It's internally cringing for me. Just 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Long drive here from Miami, and a handoff to Mostert, able to move the chains inside the Seattle red zone. And Raheem Mostert, I got to stop sleeping on him for fantasy. Wow, John Zeller, okay. Did not think he'd be the first one to get that down, but staying up with the times, okay. Tagovailoa and company back inside the red zone. Another handoff to Mostert, over 100 yards rushing. He'll add to it here with a hard-earned gain of 3. Malik Neighbors, Rookie of the Year? Could be. Seahawks game. Yo, that's good. That actually got me to laugh. That's hilarious. I love that. Under 2 to go in the 3rd quarter. Dolphins continue to march down the field. Thanks to this guy right here, Raheem Mostert, and he will go nowhere this time. Rayshawn Jenkins with good pursuit. Seahawk Tua game. Absolutely hilarious. Williams going to be Rookie of the Year. Listen, if he can be the first 4,000-yard passer in Bears history, give him the award today. 12th man on their feet once again. 3rd and 7 for Miami. Tua stepping up. He'll take off for the first time today. Setting up 1st and goal. Hanging onto the football down to the 5. Minute 15 left in the 3rd quarter. What up, Kurt Cobain? Leba Commanders in the building. Oh, good. I started stream late today, so no hard feelings there. Brock Bowers, possible candidate. When's the last time a tight end won Offensive Rookie of the Year, though? Probably been a while, if not ever. I formation look for Miami, and a hand off to Mostert, cutting back up the middle. And he's taken down at the 4. This is a war of attrition. Each team is just trying to break each other down more than the other, seeing who will be the last one standing in a brutal game so far. Red zone defense has been the key so far today for both teams. And a handoff to Raheem Mostert, looking to break the trend, bouncing it right side to the 1. Got the internet, and it's hard to avoid. Fair enough. When you see that on your For You page and you just question society and you're like, all right, man, I guess this is the next big thing. Moving on from Bop, I suppose. Final play of the third quarter. Dolphins will snap it. Tua from under center. Rolling left, throwing to the end zone. Wide open, Jalen Waddle. Who's having a game? DK Metcalf had 109 receiving yards in the opening half, but he is yardless here at half number 2, I believe. Jalen Waddle, his first catch in the end zone this season for Miami, secures that one with ease. Can't get much more open than that. Actually, not sure that's his first touchdown of the season. I'm guessing, because I haven't heard his name too much. But yeah, since halftime, Jalen Ramsey has been winning the cornerback wide receiver. 15-play drive right there. That's what happens when you run the football. What up, Jason Haga? Welcome back, my friend. Second favorite player on the Dolphins? Well, now I got to ask, who's the first? Wait, I just thought about that. Jonnu Smith, Durham Smith. Or is it Durham Smythe? I think it's Smith, right? Do they really have 2 Smiths at tight end? That's kind of crazy. Crazy to think about. And we'll get the fourth quarter underway. 10 minutes left in regulation. Dwayne Eskridge on the return. Left side up to the 21. Commanders should have renamed to Red Wolves. Could have had a dog tee. That would have been tough. Browns don't got their color. Fair enough. I don't disagree. It is Smythe. Okay, cool. Don't know why I thought it was Smith earlier when I called that. Good to know that I was accidentally right. But that was almost a really crazy coincidence I just found right there. Jalen Ramsey has been in lockdown mode. 0 catches in half number 2 for DK Metcalf. Inside handoff to Walker, and he's got some daylight ahead of him. And a first down carry for Seattle on a gain of 14. Favorite player is Tua. He's who got me into the NFL. There you go. Good for you. I just hope he can have a fully healthy season. I mean, before he got hurt a couple years ago, he was one of the best in the league, to be honest with you. Kenneth Walker looking to be the workhorse here on this drive. But Gino keeps the football right side. Intercepted. Pass is picked off. And in stride. And Miami's going the other direction. This is going to be a pick 6 for Jordan Poyer. And the first turnover is a big one. And JSN hurt on the play, which means we don't get a replay, which is a bummer. But that's huge. The former Buffalo Bill with the pick 6, and Miami takes the game's first 2-possession lead of the day. There is the Geno Smith we've seen all season. I feel like Miami, did they have a pick 6 last week too? I think they had a couple picks on Josh Allen, which doesn't surprise me. Josh Allen, if there's a quarterback that could define arm punt, he is that man. Wi-Fi sticky right now. Can you see the message? Yes, I can, Brendan Marks. Looks like my pick'em will be wrong. I picked Seahawks, but I'm still happy with this outcome. You picked against your own team? Unfortunate. I picked for my team, I think, every game so far, which for me, it's paid off. But obviously, if you're a Raider fan, a Buccaneer fan, a Packer fan, you can't say the same. Sanders is on for the kickoff. A quiet hush has emerged over Lumen Field after the Geno Smith pick 6 and Dwayne Eskridge up the middle. Poor return only up to the 17-yard line. Crazy way to end that drive for Seattle. It always upsets me with like the camera angle change, how their momentum is instantly stopped. Jordan Poyer didn't let the game mechanics affect him. He knew that was the touchdown. Only had to get away from some slow offensive linemen. Now Kenneth Walker III in a run-heavy formation. In the backfield on a 1st and 10 from the 17. Going right side, testing Jalen Ramsey on a gain of 9. I think you have to go to the roster and bench Gino. It's been a horrible, this whole simulation. It's been bad for him all season. It might be time to give Sam Howell a couple of games. I'm open for it. That's a possibility. Smith now on 2nd and 1, making a change to his right side. Looking for some good blocking here on a handoff to Walker. Left side, a nice stiff arm laid down. He will lunge forward to pick up 2. And a Seattle first down. I think Sam Howell might be better than Geno Smith at this point, based on what I've seen the first 3 weeks. I mean, I think it's time to take that into consideration. We'll see, though. Smith back to work, got to climb an uphill battle. Trailing by 12, another handoff up the middle to Kenneth Walker III. Thought that might go for a TFL, but it's a gain of 7 on his 13th carry. Got to keep the football with him. Sam Howell had a good rookie season. I think terrible O-line, but all those passing yards is crazy. Looked really good in some of those games. He was like a modern-day Jameis Winston, I'd have to refer that back to, I feel like. Lots of Dolphin quarterbacks in press coverage here on 2nd and 3. See if Geno Smith can take advantage. Right side passes almost intercepted again. That one should have been picked off, too, by Kader Kohu. Could have been going the other way. Can't believe none of us picked either of the running backs based on these sims so far. Me too. You know what? Next week I'm taking Raheem Mostert. You can't not do it. Should be 4-down territory here for Seattle, but not looking to have it come down to that. Geno Smith on 3rd and 3, left side pass, almost intercepted. Up the sideline, Noah Fant able to move the chains. Geno Smith is throwing caution to the wind. Taking that literally right now. They haven't had a good quarterback since Kirk Cousins, and even that they got rid of. Man, RG3. What if he didn't fumble? Who knows? See what Seattle goes to here on 1st and 10. 60 yards away from the end zone, and Walker will be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. Boyer got his pick 6, yes, sir. That's about all that happened. Family meeting, understandable. Forgot about RG3. Yeah, man, I miss him. Loss of 2 for Kenneth Walker III. Nothing going according to plan so far today. In the second half for Seattle, Smith will check it down the middle to Kenneth Walker. He'll get halfway to the line to gain, and it'll bring up another Seattle 3rd down. Well, I brought it up earlier in the first half, but tomorrow's game, Lions and Cardinals, should be an offensive masterclass of a game. Both teams 1-1, looking to make their stints in the NFC playoff race in Week 3. Should be one of the best games of the season so far. America's Game of the Week in Week number 3. Smith dropping back on 3rd and 6, left side pass incomplete. Yeah, I mean, passes like that just really frustrate me. W likes up to double digits. Back-to-back streams where we've hit it during the stream. Love to see it. Seattle going to keep the offense on the field here on 4th and 6 as expected. Down by 12, 6 minutes left in regulation. Smith will throw left side. It is caught. First down. Metcalf hit hard at the 48. See who he was knocked down by there. That'd have been Kendall Fuller. And I was correct. Will he go off tomorrow after he saw me last week? I'm hoping so. Why not? Seahawks got to move pretty quick here. Field goal is out of the equation. Check down going to the middle, and Lockett's got a gain of 10. Hot take, Beast Mode Run was the best play in NFL history. I wouldn't say best play in NFL history, but it definitely had, like, significant effects on NFL crowds. I'll give it that much. It was impactful, that's for sure. Midway through the 4th quarter, Seahawks are on the move. Got to put some pep in their step here. Bootleg right for Smith, throwing out of the flat to Smith and Jigba. Gain of 5. Yeah, immaculate reception for me is probably the best play in NFL history. Helmet catch, I don't know about that one. It's probably up in the top 10, but we'll see. No bias at all. Fair enough. JSN picks up his third catch today on a gain of 5. Smith now looking left side, finds Noah Fant climbing up the sideline and a gain of just 3. Miami Miracles, the best lateral play in the NFL history, no bias. I actually would argue that the Music City Miracle did it better, just because of the stage and the spotlight. Still, that was crazy plays on both ends. Gino now with a bunch formation right, and DK Metcalf to his left, just 1 catch for him in the entire second half. Smith will step right and pick up the first down on his own. Play itself is good, but not too special, but the significance of it is why it's in my top 3. I mean, yeah, that's a good take. That's not a bad take at all. 3 Grady Moss plays way better. I mean, he had some crazy plays, true. Seahawks now in the no huddle for the first time in the fourth quarter. Smith back to pass once again, deep down the middle towards the end zone. It's knocked out of the hands hard by Jordan Poyer. Noah Fant essentially had a touchdown. Well, that's a big-time hit. That'll force the incompletion. Music City Miracle was good. Don't forget about the River City relay. Poor John Carney. Yeah. John Carney didn't have a great career. 3:33 left in regulation. Gino off the play action, stepping right, throwing right down the field, caught by Metcalf up the sideline, taken down at the 3. Seattle trying to keep themselves afloat. Might have some deja vu from yesterday's stream with a little fourth quarter comeback, which would be our 4th overtime game in 7 streams. That would be crazy. Seattle staying in the no huddle on 1st and goal at the 3. Smith back to pass. Walker leaves the backfield. Smith will throw it away, incomplete. Music City Miracle was a lot more significant, though, given the circumstances. I see why one would say that was better. I actually hated that play at first because I thought it was a forward pass, and I'm like, well, it's just insignificant. But I realized that it wasn't. It was a backwards pass by about half a yard, which makes it much better. Run-heavy formation here for Seattle. 2nd and goal, handoff to the fullback up the middle. Down to the 2, and an injury to Miami will save Seattle a good 20 seconds. That looks like a painful injury. Not a good time for that if you're a Miami defender. Someone got cigarettes for another overtime. Bite your fingernails or something. I don't think we'll have another OT, though. Underrated play, I'm not sure if anybody will know it, but the 1 touchdown Cardinals had against the Vikings 4:30 to eliminate them. Oh, of course I remember that. That's where I get my 2 receivers left and right from. Legendary Paul Allen call, my favorite Paul Allen call of all time. Seattle desperate to get inside the end zone on 3rd and goal at the Miami 2. Gino, quick pass left side, a wide open Noah Fant for the touchdown. All right. Now, going for 2 earlier would have made this a lot different of a game. Just throwing that out there. That no was straight from the heart, man. You can't tell me otherwise either. That was the most painful sounding no. Well, that and the John Carney missed extra point, as this extra point is up and good. Ex-Bronco, true. But hey, seeing him succeed in Seattle might make it better for you, because then it makes the Broncos feel dumb for giving him away. If that makes any sense at all. I'm going to check for Scoregami. I don't think the score is Scoregami, but I am curious. It is not. The score has happened 32 times in NFL history. Most recently, Eagles-Cowboys. Forgot about that game, actually. Yeah, what was that score? I knew it definitely happened, but didn't know how consistent it was in the league. And a kickoff here for Michael Dixon. Braxton Berrios will take this from his own end zone. Looking for an explosive return up the middle. Hit hard at the 21. Here's my prediction for the rest of the game, chat. Tua makes a deep throw to Tyreek. He will get out of bounds near like the 35. Dolphins are going to run it 3 times in a row. Seattle gets their stop with about 2 minutes left and 1 timeout. Dolphins kick a field goal. Seattle goes the length of the field. Ties the game at 31. We go to overtime again. We'll see. I think it's Riley Dixon. Is it? I thought it was Michael Dixon. Pretty sure it's Michael Dixon. Riley Dixon is the Broncos punter. 2 receivers left and right of Tungo Bailoa on 1st and 10. Looking for a couple of first downs to end this one here. Swing pass out the side there to Mostert, cutting up the middle. And a much hard fought for gain of 7. That was a painful game. I mean, Dallas had a chance to win it too. They just managed time poorly, and the penalty really killed them. Don't think they get the 2-point conversion. They pull a Zach Wilson. Welcome back, Scribble. That'd be brutal. One more play here before the 2-minute warning. Seattle is yet to reach for a timeout. They're going to try to save them for as long as possible. First down handoff to Raheem Mostert across the 40. And we will hit the 2-minute warning. Seahawks have got to make a stop now or never. What'll happen? Dolphins a couple of first downs away from a Week 3 victory and back-to-back wins, but a TFL says otherwise. And a timeout taken, and Wosu on the tackle. I feel like this happens every time. After we hit the 2-minute warning, there's always a big tackle for loss, and it feels like the drive is just over. That's not a huge tackle for loss. It's not 5 or 6 yards like yesterday. But it's still a 2-yard loss, not a great start. Brown lost his ring, that's crazy. Timeout taken by Seattle. Loss of 2 on the play, and a handoff up the middle, and Mostert going the wrong way again, and Wosu. I'm telling you, this game is so consistent. I'm starting to read between the lines now. Bro's going to miss a peak finish. Unfortunate, Brendan Marks. Bro's ringless again. Love that. Fair enough. Madden is definitely scripted, 100%. You hate to see it. See if Miami relies on the arm of Tunga Vailoa here on 3rd and 13. And they will hand it off to Mostert again up the middle. Got some good blocking, and Mostert will put this game on ice. Wow, I think Seattle sold out for the pass, and what a disappointing way to end this game. Could have been so much better. But that was big, though. Seattle takes their final timeout. It's not over yet, technically, because Madden's going to Madden. We'll see, though. But the Dolphins, for the moment, are in victory formation. And the Night Knights are coming out. Tua takes a knee. And Seattle looks to join a multitude of teams in the NFC with an 0-3 record. Let's list them off real quick. Well, I'm not sure about 0-3, but I am sure about winless. 0-3 teams in the NFC include the Buccaneers, the Vikings, the Packers, and now the Seahawks. And that will be it for the 0-everything teams. Dolphins going to run the football this time. Taking the clock all the way down, handoff to Raheem Mostert up the middle with a gain of a yard. 2-1 for the Fins sounds nice, not too shabby. If they didn't sell that Week 1 game, man, could be 3-0 right now. But they had a 96% chance to win that game against Jacksonville. Running on 3rd and 13 is the most Dolphins thing I have ever seen. But Tua in victory formation one more time, and he will take a knee. But the game's still not over for some reason. Because they don't take the field after the final play, technically. So we'll get to see a punt, probably out of bounds, which will probably end the game in all likelihood. 6-4 so far, strong finish. Looking for it. Hope you get it. W Stream, yes sir. Jake Bailey is on for the punt. He will snap it away, didn't have to. And he will shake this one out of bounds, which will secure a Dolphin victory. And Miami on a winning streak. 2-1 now after a win last week on TNF against the Buffalo Bills. They come all the way out west to Seattle. And Saskatchewan 28-23 over the now 0-3 Seattle Seahawks. Poor Seattle, man. All it takes is a quarterback. They are a QB away from having a really good year. But Gino didn't play terrible. That pick six just ruined the game. But hey, another really good stream. Appreciate all you guys tuning in despite a late one. Join me tomorrow back at regular time, 8 p.m. Eastern, for Lions and Cardinals. Should be an absolute shootout at State Farm Stadium. Once again, appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. Later, guys.